Hiya, it looks like we're doing YouTube tag, and I've been tagged by Roy, by X71 Isn'twere, and here goes. So the first thing, 5 facts about myself, and the second thing, the 5 people that I'm tagging. Okay, the first 5 facts about myself. Fact 1. I have club feet. I was born with congenital club feet. I've had a number of operations on them since I was young. Last time when I was 15, so 26 years ago now, and thanks to those I can actually walk pretty much normally. I do have to wear orthopedic shoes though, and that means that pretty much the way it works is no matter what company I'm keeping, no matter how posh they are and no matter how fancy their clothes, I can be pretty certain that I will be wearing the most expensive shoes. Because they're handmade out of leather and they're made to a very special specification on the last based on my foot. So that is expensive. Thankfully I can claim some of that back from tax, but it is still a bit of a financial drain, but never mind. So, second fact, my username Rosebosje, where does that come from? First of all, it's pronounced, if you wanted to really pronounce it properly, you would have to say Rosebosje. But I cannot demand of people, especially people with an English-speaking background, to be pronouncing that properly, so I'll be happy with Rosebush. Anyway, it's based, believe it or not, on the name of my cat. My cat I got 15 years ago from a cattery as a 3-year-old cat, and they told me her name was Rosie. Now I thought that was absolutely stupid. I was going to give it a cool name, but after a few days I hadn't thought of anything and the name Rosie stuck. So then, you know, you start giving it pet names like Rosie Bosie, and because I'm Dutch, Rosebosje, and there you have it, Rosebosje. So then by the end of the 19th, when I started joining places where you had to log in and think of a username, I pretty much very soon realized that something like Rosebosje would be completely unique. You know, nobody outside the Dutch sphere could possibly think of it, and even Dutch people would be very unlikely to come up with that name, because it actually means nothing in Dutch. Although some of you have deduced that it sounds a bit like an angry pink one, but no, no, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't even mean that. So. Fact number 3, have migrated twice in my life. So I've been moving around a bit, but I've settled in Ireland now. I was born and raised in the Netherlands, as you can probably still tell from my accent. But I moved from the Netherlands to the UK because I went to work there. I met my wife, who is Irish, and then moved again from the UK to Ireland. I did spend a short stint, about 5 months, in the USA as well, in Schaumburg, near Chicago, but I don't count that as a migration because I was just sent from work with the view to just stay there for a few months and come back to the UK. But by then, my wife got the opportunity to go back to Ireland, and we ended up not going back to the UK, but to Ireland, where I've been ever since 1995. Fact number 4, I have no wisdom teeth. I was getting them back in '92. One of them came up, no problem. The other 3 gave me hell. I was in pain, I got infections on a regular basis, and after a couple of years of that, I went to the dentist and said, get rid of those, please. So I went to a hospital, stayed overnight, had them all whipped out under general anesthetic, and I haven't looked back. My final fact is, fact number 5 is, I have had a nose job. No, don't take me for a vain person. This was nothing to do with anything cosmetic. This was because I used to have a blocked nose nearly permanently. It got to the point where I got addicted to nose sprays, and they didn't work because after using them for a while you get this bounce back effect where every time you take them your nose just gets even more blocked after they stop working, and they stop working very quickly. So I went to the doctor, had it looked at, turned out there were quite a few growths and bony structures inside my nose. So they were removed and I can breathe properly again. Now, those were the 5 facts. Now for the 5 people I'm nominating, and they are, in no apparent order. First of all, Kunstinflammen. You're doing one. Patflix, please. Loreleila, please. Linda or LMartella, if you wouldn't mind doing one. And finally, my good friend, thoughtlessforever. Those 5 people I would tag, and I would like to do a follow-up on this. Thanks you all, and talk to you soon.